I'm obviously not in my usual background environment. I'm in a car on the way back from Justin Nick's wedding. Woo! Wedding! Yay! 2 people becoming one. Yeah! Okay, so for the Bible verse that I gave you guys for your Motivational Monday was 2 Corinthians 2:12-10 in the Bible, and it says, "Therefore I am content with weaknesses, insults, hardships, persecutions, and calamities for the sake of Christ. For when I am weak, then I am made strong." And that's a pretty common verse, especially the last part of it. For when I am weak, then I am made strong. And that's what I'd like to really focus on. So, a little bit of Bible knowledge. And you guys probably are very familiar with this. But the author of Corinthians is Paul, the Apostle Paul. And Paul says pretty much believers should trust God the most when they're the weakest or suffering the most. So it's ironic that you find that you trust God, like truly trust God, when you feel that you need Him, that you need it, that you're like how God's constantly testing you. God's testing you, and then you'll find out if you really trust God or not. And it's unfortunate, but when you're very weak, when you're in a vulnerable place, then you will be made strong. Then you can trust God. Then you can trust that God has a greater divine reason for what it is that He has for you to come, or for to come for you. So basically, in this verse, you really learn to trust God, because sometimes you have to learn the hard way. I mean, I always say, and I've always said, hey, yeah, I trust God. Yeah, I trust God. But there are times in your life where you don't always trust God, because you're getting tested, or you're experiencing things from the outside world that make you think twice. Why? The question why. And really, you have to learn when you're in that hole, when you're in that deep place, the dark place, where you don't know where to go. You will learn when you're weakest, that is when you are made strong. That is when you can trust that God has a plan for you the most. And trust me, I can speak for this from personal experience, that I learned to say that you trust God, it's a whole different thing if you actually learned how to trust God. And I had to learn how to trust God. Without God, I wouldn't be where I am right now. So I want to say thank you for all of you that still listen and that take what I say to heart and take it seriously. I was recently just asked, like, how do I do what I do? I'm like, I don't know. I pretty much just say, I've always said, if I affect one person, if I change one life, that I've done my job. Because that one person could be like a domino effect. So thank you for sticking around and paying attention. And I hope you have a great Sunday. And tune in tomorrow for another Motivational Monday. Bye, guys.